Now, the UK is, as we know, and we're very proud of, home to some of the world's best universities, but there is a growing push from down under to recruit British students. Now, with top A-level results harder to achieve and tuition fees soaring, as we've seen, Adelaide in South Australia becoming an attractive option for a growing number of school leavers. I can't help smiling because with me this morning is Deputy Agent General of South Australia, Matt Johnson, and student Marianne Thompson. Morning to you both. And in the break, you were wetting my whistle, Matt, with the temptations of Adelaide. But I mean, what is it that you're trying to sell to students, to A-level students, and potentially Australian university students?
Yeah, well, British students are an important time in their considerations of their future, and we're essentially saying to them that they might not have thought about Adelaide and a different destination to pursue their university studies, but we think Adelaide's a great option that they should look at. Adelaide is Australia's university city, and we've got three amazing public universities in Flinders University, where I went myself, University of South Australia, and the University of Adelaide. So very good quality education, but also an amazing lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to tempt us a little bit. What sort of lifestyle could these students be getting down there?
I mean, very simply, we have 300 days of sunshine a year in Adelaide, so that's the first big point. Adelaide exists on the coast down in South Australia. We've got 5,000 kilometres of coastline, so lots of water sports and things to pursue on the coast and down at the beach. Best beach in Australia on Kangaroo Island. And we've also got 400 festivals a year, so there's lots going on, lots of a really vibrant, student life in Adelaide.
Wow, I can see why you're tempted, Marianne.
Yes.
It's a long way from home. I mean, most students that find it a bit difficult to move from, I don't know, London to Birmingham or wherever it might be, going to the other side of the world is quite a shift.
It's quite a big step, yeah. I think what comes with university is independence, and I think if you went to a completely different country, be it halfway around the world, you're forced to become more independent and learn to live on your own. And I think everything that the campaign offers it's going to be so beneficial for people's futures, and it has so much to offer.
Your parents might not be too happy, though.
Maybe not. But I think with everything that it has to offer, you have to take into account fees as well. And actually, when you look at it, it's either cheaper in some respects, especially with living costs, especially if you're looking to go to university in central London. Living costs, as you know, will be through the roof. And it could come out either the same as nine grand or slightly less. So you get so much more, like Matt's already said, 300 days of sunshine, which is amazing compared to what we usually get in England. And there's no crammed halls. I've heard that there's barbecues in over 50% of the accommodation blocks. So.
Wow. Yes, well, so that's going to be part of the course. I mean, what are we talking about fees-wise, Matt, and general living costs? I mean, how does it really balance out for those students? We're weighing everything up at the minute here in the UK.
Yeah, we're certainly not saying that Adelaide universities are a cheap option. I mean, it's a premium education, and fees range from about £10,000 to £13,000, so slightly more than the full academic year here. But the affordability is better than London. And the amazing thing about Adelaide, just earlier on in the week, according to the Economist Intelligence Unit, Adelaide was ranked as the 5th most livable city in the world. So it's an incredible city, and it's Australia's most affordable city, about 23% cheaper than Sydney and Melbourne.
Right, so although the fees are higher, it could balance out at,
I think so.
At slightly less.
It's worthwhile having a look.
Yeah, I mean, does it make a difference, Marianne? I mean, I know I hark on about parents and things. I know what my mother would have been like if I'd gone that far when I was that age. Do things like Skype and FaceTime and all that make a difference?
Yeah, I think the internet is a big player. We have Skype, Facebook, I mean, anything. You can contact people in an instant. It's a lot cheaper than it used to be. Flights are, more available. And I think it's a really good option that people in the years to come should really consider looking at.
Well, I'll tell you what, I feel, Matt, that I need to come and do some research on this. If we can sort that out, that'd be wonderful. Matt, Marianne, really good to see you. Thank you very much indeed. Let's get a check on the sport for you this morning. Charlie.
Hi, Stephen. Morning to you. Arsenal were prepared to make Robin van Persie the best paid player in the club's history, but they had to let him go when it became clear he wanted a move to Manchester United. That's the view